Everton. He's a disgrace.
Sapning guys. Now I know you can't really see me that good, at least not this half of me. But yeah, what matters is what I'm saying. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not at home, so I'm struggling out here with connection. I'm on M25 basically out of services. But yeah, tonight's stream is just basically me complaining again about Arsenal. The next 3 games. Now, the next 3 games is going to tell us everything we need to know, right? Can Arteta get his men to not only turn up and see out these games, but see all 3 games out in fashion? You know what I mean? When I say in fashion, I ain't talking about the Arsene Wenger beautiful football and you know, winning 2-3-0, 5-0, whatever. No, I'm talking you go out there, right? North London derby, start there, and you get the 3 points. And then away to Atlanta, you got to get the 3 points out there for the Champions League. And then you come back, and then you get the 3 points against Man City. Yes, I said it. Said it. I mean, if Arteta can get 9 points in all competitions, 9 points in his next 3, right? then you Arteta ins ever so slightly have a point as to why maybe Arsenal should hold on to him a little bit longer, right? I'm going as far as saying that because I don't believe we'll get 9 points in all competitions in our next 3 games anyway. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? But these next 3 games are going to tell us everything we need to know, right? Because we've got an injury crisis right now, really, when you think about it, right? So let me just bring up. Let me just bring up my Don't worry, guys, I'm still here. Oh, right. I've just literally just gone on Instagram, right? Literally just gone on Instagram, and then I'm seeing Arsenal with and without Odegaard, right? Our win percentage without Odegaard is 52.6%. With Odegaard, it's 66.4. Goals per game with Odegaard is 2.1. Without him, is 1.6. Goals against per game is 1 each, with and without. Shots average per 90. With him, 15.9. Without him, 13.3. Points average per 90. With him, 2.1. Without him, 1.7. Right? Just to put into perspective of how important Odegaard may be in this team, right? Because I think it was last season, I think it was against Sheffield United when we smoked them 6-0 and we took Odegaard off. And I did a watch along for it. And I was saying we've lost control of this midfield. Like we lost control. I think I said it either during the match or after it. But we lost control of the midfield. We just didn't have it. You know what I mean? Paul Merson says Arsenal's Premier League season all comes down to the next 2 games against Tottenham and Man City. They need 4 points. It's as simple as that. Psh, why not get 6? You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired now of getting to that stage where it's like, you know, a draw at Man City, a draw at Man City. Like, we need to come to grips that we need to beat these man. You know what I mean? We need to beat these man. Simple as. No cute draw, no nothing like that, man. But let me just find. Oh, so Odegaard's set for 3 weeks out. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and it was said that an ankle injury could be something like that. Spurs haven't beaten us in 2 seasons. I think it's going to be a draw on Sunday anyway. But the players that are out for injury, obviously you got Odegaard with the ankle now. You got shoulder for Moreno. Rice is suspended. Jesus is a groin injury. Calafiori looks like it's a calf injury. Tomiyasu knee injury. Kieran Tierney thigh injury. Sambi Lokonga, I'm not even sure where he is, if he's still here or if he's out on loan. Probably is. But that's a hamstring injury. Fabio Vieira, he's out on loan, but he's got a thigh injury. Right, what's happening here? Even when the players are here, they can't even stay fit. Jesus.
Stop it.
You know what I mean? It's an absolute shame. You know what I mean? It's an absolute shame that we're in this position. You know what I mean? But if Arsenal have a horrific next 3 games, the Arteta ins are just going to justify it and say, well, he's got injuries. Yeah, Pep had injuries to Haaland for quite a while last season, actually. Then man still won the league. You know what I mean? Pep hasn't had Rodri this season yet. These men are still winning games with ease. So I want to know what the excuse is. Because if Arteta is meant to be the second best manager in the league, behind Pep, right? If he's meant to be that, then we'll see it what way. Despite these injuries, we'll see that he'll be able to get these players up and running as if nothing's happened. We'll see it. You know what I mean? And if we don't see it, then are us doubters proven right that maybe this guy's just, you know, if he can't handle this, you know what I mean? If you can't handle two-time runner-up in a Premier League, pushing Pep, right? These next 3 games, let's see what you can do then. Let's just see what you can do, innit? 2-time runner-up. 2-time runner-up. Let's see it. Bare injuries. I can't even keep my camera on because that Wi-Fi symbol keeps coming up every time I take the camera off. I've got 5G connection on my tablet, right? And I'm still struggling out here. I'm struggle streaming. Jesus Christ. I mean, it ain't looking good, is it? It's not looking good. But yeah, the next 3 games tell us everything we need to know. And then all you Arteta inners, you'll see it now, won't you? You'll see it now, won't you? But then again, if we go through these next 3 games unscathed, then you can look at us and say, see, Arteta got through that. Now, for me, here's the thing, right? And this might sound funny, yeah, but end of the day, there's legitimate reasons behind it. If Arsenal do what people think they'll do in these next 3 games, you know, cock up, you know, and be out of the title, you know, title race is done, blah, 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 right? Let's just say, for example, we get 1 point out of our next 3 games in all competitions. Yeah? So we'll draw and lose the rest in all competitions, right? People say, "Oh, you're being premature about not being out of the title race. It's not done yet. It's only 5 games, blah blah blah." Right? If that scenario plays out, that we lose a game or 2. I mean, I'm considering us not winning the league anyway, right? But that's what it'll be. But if Arsenal get 6 points out of our next 3 in all competitions, or maybe even 7 points out of our next 3 in all competitions, that's still not going to have me believe that we're going to win the league, because we've seen us do the most right now and still not win it. We've seen that. Big up to yourself, Kurt. Big up to yourself. I'm just sat here complaining about what we're about to go through right now, because we've got you guys after the Champions League, right? We've got you guys after that, and it's not looking good for us. Odegaard's out for 3 weeks. Odegaard's out for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? We're less likely to win without him. It's looking peak out here. And these next 3 games will tell the Arteta ins and outs what the deal is, if this manager is really up to it. You know what I mean? That's what it'll do. Not a good injury for Odegaard. Nope. 3 weeks. YG, my N-word fam. I don't know if you can be typing that, and I don't even know if I should have shown the comment, because I don't know how YouTube feels about it, even though I'm black myself. But I don't use that word as my usual thing. But big up to you anyway. Zinchenko's account, I was gonna get into that. Right? I was gonna get into that. Don't worry about it, fam. But I was back to this comment. I was gonna get into that. Zinchenko's account, right? But big up to you, PTM Productions. I'm gonna say promotions. Never mind me. I mean, you know, it's yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get into Zinchenko as a attacking mid. Have I or have I not been begging for Zinchenko to play in Odegaard's position? Did I or did I not say? I think it was just before the start of the season. If Odegaard was to say get injured, I don't see why Arteta can't put Zinchenko there for versatility. This versatility that he has a fetish for, put him there. You know what I mean? He could do it if you want to. He can. He won't. Now, he probably might play for the North London derby. He probably might start Nwaneri, right? Our youngster. The thing is, if he does that, I won't be overly pissed off because one, we've been used to situations like that, and for all we know, he might shine. For all we know, and we know our youngsters need some game time. So I won't overly be mad at Arteta if he was to do that. I think he'll do that more than anything. But he's definitely, most definitely not going to play Zinchenko as a camp. Big up to you, Luke James. Yeah, I'm just here, just because of our situation right now. It's not looking good. Off topic, when we get another funny vid like the League Gunner or Rants Meltdowns, well, the next time you'll see anything on our boy Ronnie, most likely will be when we play him, when we play United, and how he reacts to it if we win. That's pretty much a guarantee. Otherwise, I don't know. Like I have to rely on people slipping up, people saying something that warrants a reaction. You know what I mean? But yeah, I am going to react to something soon anyway. Something that a former female footballer said, which I thought was just ridiculous. Nathan Ake is out injured for us with a bad hamstring injury. So City are very lucky. We've got Vardiol, our starting left back, and Rico Lewis, who can play right back and left back. Fam, you lot should be thankful you got Pep. Never mind them players. Like it don't really matter who you man have got. As long as Pep's there, you guys will be all right. You know what I mean? You guys will be all right. The only time we've seen you lot suffer for injuries was 2020, when Liverpool then ran away from it, corresponding to that. Otherwise, you all be fine. You know, nothing to worry about for you lot. Not just poem. I don't know if that's a typo. But yeah, like you've had Haaland out and you've been fine. You so far you had Rodri out and you were fine. Like you guys will be all right. You know what I mean? When it comes to us, we're 1, 2, 3 injuries away from just crippling. And losing Odegaard in midfield, despite what we all might say about Odegaard, I've said before, when he came off I think it was against Sheffield United last season, when he came off, we lost control in the midfield. There was I can't remember what game it was. It might have been Sheffield United, or it might have been someone else, some other game. But he came off. We took him off because we were fine. We were winning, and we were fine. It was a game where we won by like 4 or 5 or something. And we took him off, and we just couldn't keep the ball in midfield. We just lost control. Like, they had no dictatorship in midfield, they had nothing. And that was all for taking Odegaard off. So he's missing for 3 weeks. This is the time I would expect Ethan, is it Ethan Nwaneri, whatever his name is, the youngster. He's probably going to get game time in that position now, right? But he still should chop and change and mix Zinchenko with that. Not just Pep though, bro. We've got very good owners. Yeah, I mean, the good owners goes a long way as well. You know what I mean? Big up to Euro football leagues. Rance does come from a Tottenham household, although his dislike for Man U is thinly revealed because of the Wenger South Ferguson rivalry. Oh yeah, I know. His family's like Tottenham and Man United or something. So the man's been brought up to hate Arsenal. You know what I mean? So I can understand that. It's just that when it came to that Villa game, like this is what I mean. Like look what's happened to us now. You know what I mean? Like this is, if anything, it's capitulation time now. These injuries and everything like that is madness. Arsenal died once David Dean left. Yeah, that's it. Done. Done now. We got good people at our club who knows how to do transfers, something Arsenal need not Edu. Yeah, I mean, you lot have got your structure right, you know what I mean? You lot have got it how it should be. You know what I mean? Obviously, we'll have to see what's going on with these 115 charges and all that stuff, but otherwise, you know what I mean? You lot have gone about things the way a club at top level should be going about it, really. You've coped with injuries and everything like that. Relying on youngsters to get us out of trouble and carrying us through. It's just not right. The lack of signing is very bad. Yeah, these injuries have shown our ass. You know what I mean? But Arteta, he'll play the youngster in that position. If he had a brain, he'll play Zinchenko in that position because Zinchenko can play there. You know what I mean? Zinchenko is a good passer. Zinchenko is a good passer, man. But Arteta, he won't do it. He won't do it. Starting 11 versus Tottenham, you won't see Zinchenko in that position. Don't know what would be funny if City got 15 points adopted and still won the league. See, my thing is, if you lot was to get points deducted, I still wouldn't put it past you lot getting top 4. You know what I mean? Because let's say you get points deducted, like 15 points or 20 points in January. Let's say you get that deducted. I guarantee you, if you lot get deducted points, say January the 10th, for example, right? I guarantee you lot won't lose a game throughout the season from that point. Guarantee it. Guarantee you'll win pretty much every single game. Guarantee it. You know what I mean? I guarantee it. Pep would play a youngster with no fear. That's how Palmer got started. Yep, he would. Pep would be. If Pep had our team, he'd be okay. You know what I mean? With what he could do with it. I said on side stream, Arsenal will be 4th. Don't put any emotion. This is a banter season. Yeah, we're back to the good old days of selling Adebayor, selling Nazare, because that's what's going to happen here. Watch. Should we not achieve enough of what we are trying to achieve? The likes of Gabriel, Saliba are important players. They'll go because we won't be able to keep them. You know what I mean? And all you Arteta-ins would deserve to see that. Because you Arteta-ins, should that scenario play out, I want you guys to see the result of you, man, wanting this guy to stay. Because that's where we're heading. The only thing that can keep him on side is winning a trophy. Hence, I do think we'll win the FA Cup. Simply because he'll be in a position where it's like it's all got. You know what I mean? That's personally what I think. If Pep had your team, he would give Arsenal Academy's players a chance. He would. Yeah, he would. And you'd see him balling out. As the youth process is exposed at Arsenal this season, Tottenham will start their own youth process. Listen to Stel and Sava. I don't watch Sava's streams, but I might have to start for educational purposes. You know what I mean? And then anything that I can pick up on and react to, I might do it for those purposes. I've reacted to when him and Lee Gunnar was debating, when they were on Terry's stream, and I was on Lee Gunnar's side with that. To be fair, I can see Tottenham 1-1 Arsenal, Man City 2-0 Arsenal now. I'm going with 2-2, Spurs 2, Arsenal 2, and I say you lot will beat us 3-0 or 3-1. You know what I mean? But as I said in my last stream, if Arsenal were to beat Tottenham, if someone said Arsenal will beat Tottenham and beat Man City, that Atlanta game in between, I guarantee we won't win that game. You know what I mean? If we beat Tottenham, we won't beat Atlanta. You know what I mean? I can't see that. I can't see 2 wins in a row like that with what's going on. Going away to Atlanta, I can't even see us winning out there. I'm not gonna lie. I will not lie to you guys. I just can't see it. Anyways, I've got something to react to. It's not a video, it's a post of a quote. Right? Now, because I'm on my tablet, I can't share my screen. So what I'm gonna have to do is show you guys. Oh no, I can't. I've blurred the background. Hold on, give me a second. I've blurred the background on this. Let me just take it off. Yeah. So I know you can't see it properly, and my connection's probably bad, but you guys probably recognize her. What's her name? Eni Aluko. She's a former footballer, female footballer. Used to play in the Premier League, I assume. Well, she had this to say. Now, as I said, I can't share my screen. But she said, right, and in fact, just so I can know where I am with this, let's get into reaction mode. The ladies have proven they are now more than equal to the men's game, right? This is what she said, right?
Stop the cap.
You just have to look at our amazing lionesses. They put the men's team to shame, right? Our girls should be given a chance in the men's Premier League. Wait, hold on, right? Oh my days. Let me just go back. Our girls should be given a chance in the men's Premier League. They would easily hold their own.
Ah!
You could
Who? What?
You could not make this up. She actually said this. She actually said this. I ain't gonna lie.
I've seen him do it.
Let me read it again. The ladies have proven they are now more than equal to the men's game. You just have to look at our amazing lionesses. They put the men's team to shame. Our girls should be given a chance in the men's Premier League. They would easily hold their own. You could not make this shit up. You couldn't make this up. She said this. Eni Aluko, if I've pronounced the name right, if I didn't get it right, that's my bad. The ladies have proven they are now more than equal to the men's game.
You serious?
You just have to look at our amazing lionesses. They put the men's team to shame. So obviously they're going by. I think the women's one won. What did they win? The Euros or the World Cup or something? You know what I mean? So that's how much I keep up with women's football. Our girls should be given a chance in the men's Premier League. They would easily hold their own. All right, let me just catch up with the comments now before I talk more about this. Right, FTV will change its chameleon colours when Arteta leaves, and he will do that because this is ruining his CV. It'll be a boring 0-0 draw. Which one, the North London derby or the City game? I can't stand her always trying shit. I just feel like she was just put there just to make up numbers. Just for diversity. That's my personal opinion. By the way, Atlanta was smoked by Inter and lost to Torino, and will still play Arsenal off the park. Facts. I didn't even know that happened, but I still believe that they would. Yeah, I know. She said that. Talk about the Laguna. Oh, she's an Arsenal fan, isn't she? Luka has a goal scoring record. Not the best of takes. That's why they play the Women's Champions League at 11 a.m. Is that what time they play? See, I don't know anything about these man to know when they play. You know what I mean? But yeah, she a backup dancer. Well, she's something. They won the Euros. I knew they won something. Thought it was a World Cup, either World Cup or Euros. I knew they won something. But yeah,
Stop it. Get some help.
So let me get into this. And it's a pity that I can't keep my camera on because the connection just goes down. But let me get into this. So she's saying that the women have proven themselves. How? How has the women's football proven anything? Like, what have they done to prove anything? Like, did you play the men's and beat them? Because if they did that, then I'd say, yeah, you know what? You know what I mean? Maybe we can have some more games of you versus men's and then go from there, right? More than equal, you know. She actually said that. She actually said the ladies have proven they're now more than equal.
Stop the cap.
Insane. And then obviously they're going off. You look at our amazing lionesses. They put the men's team to shame. Okay then. All right then. Right. All right then. So how about the lionesses? How about put them in the Euros in place of the men's England team and see how far you get? Because I think that's a good idea. I wonder what she'd say to that.
I'm waiting.
I wonder what she would say if it came down to the Lionesses will play the Euros in place of the men's England team. And then we'll see. My phone's gone in sleep mode. Hold on. And then we'll see how far you man get. How about that? I mean, because I'm sure the men's team are going to be petrified of the Lionesses coming in.
So scared.
I'm sure they're going to be scared. Our girls should be given a chance in the men's Premier League. They would easily hold their own.
Just help me to understand.
Couldn't make it up, could you? Couldn't make it up. And this is what happens, right? Now, I'm gonna sound out of order. But I said this before anyway, right? And even though I've looked at my analytics and it shows that I think like less than 2% of my subscribers are women, I'm hoping that they are the women that understand what I'm about to say, right? Just in case any of them watch this. This is what happens when women get involved in predominantly men's spaces, right? They want to come in and colonize shit and then try and twist it and say, look, this is how it should be now. We want to be included now. Never mind, they've got their own. But now they want to come in the men's one and say, oh, no, we're good enough now. I just hope, right? I just hope that the people in charge, the FA, whatever, I just hope they turn around and say, you know what, fine, okay then, we'll put the Lionesses against the men's team, right? And you'll play a certain amount of games, right? and then there'll be a table or a group stage, something like that, right? Just to show them, because the thing is, you know, have you ever? I don't know how many of you either have children currently, or let's go back to when you were a child, right? Have you ever been to a theme park when you were a child, or have you took your child to a theme park and they look at that big roller coaster and they turn around and say to you, I want to go on that? They don't know anything about it. All they've seen is what it does, right? And the child being brave, or you as a child being brave, you turn around saying, I want to go on that, knowing full well that if you took them on it, that they're probably going to shit themselves. You know what I mean? That's what this is. These women are thinking, oh no, I can do anything that the men's can do, having never experienced a high level game versus a man. You know what I mean? They've never experienced it. I'm telling you, I hope one day that it happens and the men just treat them how they would treat another guy. Slide tackles, everything. Barge off the ball, everything. You know what I mean? Smashing the ball as hard as you can from distance, from close range, whatever, everything. Just to prove a point. Because when you've got Aluko, however you pronounce the name, turning around and saying our girls should be given a chance in the men's Premier League, they would easily hold their own.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm sorry. I don't know what she's been smoking on. Big up to you, Peppermint Freedom. Big up to you. Yes, the qualifiers were played at that time. High demand. The Women's Euros were dominated by Germany until this Euros was played at home, for context. So I couldn't tell you when the Women's Euros starts. I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean? I just couldn't. Why are you about to get? Yeah, well, the thing is, right, we just have to cut down the middle. I don't like cutting the sides. I like slicing down the middle and then just taking apart what I need to take apart, right? It's just facts. You name anything that was male dominated. As soon as women get involved, shit changes for the worst. You know what I mean? Men can't have banter in the same way because a woman got involved in the man's space and she didn't like something that was said and blah, blah, blah. And then he has to tone it down. You know what I mean? Like, men can say things to each other, right? And their emotions aren't involved in it, right? But then you have a woman that will want to get involved in a man's space thinking, I can get involved with male banter, right? And then she'll be part of whatever the joke is. And then she'll cry victim, for example. Now, in the context of football, you know what I mean? This whole player of the match, it was always man of the match back in the day. Player of the match, that came in since women's football got bigger. You know what I mean? Since this whole woke movement of pronunciations. You know what I mean? Misgendering and all that shit. That's when that started coming in. She was put. I'm just gonna call it down the middle, right? That Aluko was put on there to make up numbers. You know what I mean? Racial diversity and gender diversity. That's all it was. That's all it was. Cut it down the middle. It's called spade a spade. You know what I mean? She was put on there so that we've got more numbers of women and black women. This is called spade spade. That's why she's there. You know what I mean? Nemesis on Alton Tower scenes. She a mutant or delusional. I had to say delusional. In cricket, they're calling it batter, not batsman. Oh, for really? I actually do it because I don't follow cricket at all. My cousin does. So my cousin will be able to tell you probably anything about cricket, but are they really doing that? So it's batter, not batsman.
Ah!
Wow. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Just help me to understand.
All I'm saying is, before all this nonsense about misgendering, right? All this women want to get involved as well. Before all that, it was man of the match and batsman. Now, honestly, he want a bunch of men turning around saying, "Oh, don't say man of the match, don't say that." It wasn't. He want a bunch of men saying that. That's all. I'll just say that. You know what I mean? The question is, after all this PR since 2018, what has been the revenue for the WSL been? I couldn't tell you, but these men are wanting the same amount of pay, but the people aren't turning up to tune in to watch women's football. How can you get paid for something, right, the same as somebody else when everybody else, or should I say 95% of people would rather pay to be over there than over here? You know what I mean? Big up Static. Hey YG, haha, yes, I love that. Legend. Michael. I'm waiting. 7 likes. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Get the likes with people. You know what I mean? Get the likes with people. But yeah, I'm sick of this. You know what I mean? I remember I reacted to it as well when Graham Souness was talking about, I can't remember what game it was that they were commentating on, and Graham Souness said, "That's what I want to see, men at it," because he was talking about a challenge or something like that, a challenge one of the players made, or a booking or something, and that Karen Garnier, whatever her name is, she had a look on her face like she was offended. It's like, hang on a minute, don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Women's Super League. Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Making it all about you. So now we've got to cater. Oh my days. This is just gonna. This is just gonna be wild. Telling you. As I said, I know I'm probably gonna get cancelled, right? Because I'm being sexist. But tell me, before women's football got bigger and they started getting involved in male spaces and they started putting female commentators in male sports just to make up numbers, that's all it was. Because prior to that, I know we had Gabby Logan, right? But she knows what she's talking about. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's not, the complaints are that there's women in it. It's just the fact that you're just throwing any of them in there. That's been the main thing, really. Because they're throwing any in there and then they're coming out with this shit about, oh, women could do this. When's the last time Gabby Logan said that, oh, women are on par with the men's Premier League? I don't remember the last time she said that. I remember her, right, doing her job in the male spaces the same way a man does, right? And she was just getting on with it. I don't remember her turning around saying, oh, the women are equal to men. That's the bullshit that we're talking about. This is what makes the women coming into these spaces not welcome. When you're trying to colonize it with some bullshit. We don't want that. If having more women in the sport, right, isn't an issue unless you're one of these woke ones, right? And that's the problem. There's barely any Gabby Logans around. You know what I mean? Hence why she was one of the only ones that was in the space, really. When you think about it, she was the only ones that were in there that could do the job the same way a man can do it. She didn't have to virtual signal. She didn't have to, you know, dress a certain way just to try and get a point across. She just came in, got on with it. And now what you see now is just women just thrown in there. And now any Aluko is now turning around saying that they're on par with the men's Premier League team, which is a lot of bollocks. Back to the North London Derby, YG. I'll get back into, well, the match preview is going to be on Friday, so I'm going to talk about it more on Friday instead of on this stream. Because the match preview, I've scheduled it for Friday evening, so I'll be talking a lot more about it. I don't want to use this stream to talk about the North London Derby too much. YG, what you said before, facts. Arsenal must aim for 9 out of 9 points for the next 3 games. Arsenal needs to make it count now. No more hiding, no more excuses. Yeah, if Arsenal get 9 points out of 9 in all comps, right? 1, I'll be very impressed. But 2, that doesn't mean Arteta's going to win the league for Arsenal. You know what I mean? I still need more than that. But beating Man City would be a huge, it'd be huge. But we've seen us do the most and still not doing it. I mean, yes, I remember that one with Souness. It was the reason where refs started letting things go and we got our football. Arsenal will be exposed big time. Last season was Arsenal's best chance. Even the season before as well. 93% top of the league. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? But obviously last season, we took it even further. You know what I mean? In terms of, we took it to the last day. You know what I mean? All it took was City to just drop points and us beat Everton. That would have been it. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, that didn't happen. We got our football back. Souness took a lot of heat for that. Yeah, it's bollocks. You see what I mean? If these woke feminists just stayed in their lane, right, stayed with their football that they want to do, that's fine. You see how they can say what they want about male spaces, sexism, and all this stuff, but they always bring themselves where nobody asked them to be. We want more Gabby Logans, but we don't have them. Now we just have these delusional women turning around saying, I'm equal to you lot. You know what I mean? August 22nd, Chelsea versus Tottenham, Conte versus Tuchel. Felt like a man's game. Oh, I think it was that game. That was it. Yeah. It was that game. Same with Kelly Kate's Dalglish's daughter. She's good. I haven't really I know she's involved in it, but I haven't really heard her in depth and anything like that. But she probably is. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. True, seeing 15-year-old boys team absolutely bins the US women's team, national team. No comparison. Toxic political agenda. And these women are out here. These woke feminists are out here turning around saying, "Oh no, equal to the men's Premier League games, man." I know what I mean? Absolute load of bollocks, man. The fact that they can just turn around and just comfortably say this unchecked. In fact, let me go into the comments because I'm on their Instagram post anyway. Someone put, "I'm all for equality, but I don't think letting them get slide tackled by Christian Romero will be a good thing." I mean, let it happen. You know what I mean? I say let it happen because they'll learn the hard way. And then they'll realise, oh, maybe I'm not equal to the men after all. Someone put Brighton ladies 6, Manchester United 0. This woman is everything that is wrong with the modern game. People don't dislike you because you are a woman. They dislike you because you have the ball knowledge of a toolbox. This is the thing. But she was put there. She was put there based on, well, you fit the minority criteria, right? Not only are you black, but you're also a woman. Oh, we definitely need to put you in there because that's a double whammy of having diversity, inclusion. That's all it is. I'm going to cut it down the middle because maybe other people aren't going to say that. I will. Derby's. Hold on. I ain't even read it all yet, but I think I know what this is going to say. Derby's 2007-8 side would look like I haven't even read it all, and I know what it's going to say. Jesus, hang on. Right, I'm going to look at it now. Derby's 07-08 side will look like 2011 Barcelona side against any woman's side. And I'm not even joking. Leave off.
You serious?
Jesus. Now, someone else put. Someone else put. Why do women always want to compete with men in everything? That's true. I mean, name something that men predominantly do that women start getting involved in that they didn't want to compete with men at. You know what I mean? Didn't the under 16s men beat the USA women's team about 10-0? Someone else put. Ryan Babel commented an emoji covering the eyes. Man like Ryan Babel, fam. Someone else said the same thing I said, actually. Yeah, let them do it and find out the hard way. Now, a woman's commented saying, yes, the women's game has made great progress in being considered normal, but the statements like this really just don't help with its reputation. And she's right. Facts. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give this woman Don DeMarco. She's right. She's right. The women's game's made progression. Now look at where we are. They've made progression to the point where people are actually talking about it on TV. And now look at them. Look at your what's her names? Alucos. Oh, we can compete with men now. See? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So imagine if the women's game was even bigger. Imagine what they'd be saying. Laura Woods is good. Doesn't seem like a deranged friend. No, yeah, she's good. Yeah. Laura Woods. Laura. I can't say the name. Laura Woods. Arsenal fan being aside, you know what I mean. Because we know she's a gunner out here, but yeah, she gets on with it. It's these feminist ones that are annoying. You know what I mean? I class you as a feminist. The second you start saying anything about being able to compete with men, I put you in a feminist category. Okay. The only woman who most likely could do a job in the men's is Kate Winslet. I'm not too familiar with the women's football, isn't it? I've heard a lot of names I've heard, but I'm not too familiar with which one that is and how good they are. I have no idea how good any of these are. Big up YG, me, why not? Is that how I'd say your name? Why not? Why not Arteta is a loser? So are you for backing him, Cook? Well, big up to you anyway. She did 606 on 5 Live with Writer. I really liked it back in 2017. Is this Aluko? She did it with Writer, the 606. I just think that I just think people just need to know. They just need to just live in reality, you know what I mean? Because what she's doing is she's climbed out of it. You know what I mean? She's climbed out of it. DEI, madness, diversity, and equity, inclusion. It's just getting to a point where it's like, well, just throw anybody in there, just make up numbers. And I hate that. I don't like the thought of she's there because she's a woman. That's why she was thrown there. Not because of her ability. Nothing like that. Just you're a woman. I don't like that a place, any company wants to have inclusion, so they'll just throw anybody in there that fits the racial criteria, aka we need more blacks, we need more Asians or whatever, just to make up numbers so we can say, oh, we've got them in there. Because no, put people there based on they are competent. You know what I mean? Put them there because they're competent, not because of the gender or the race. You know what I mean? I know people want the racial inclusion, diversity, and everything like that. But you tell me you can't find somebody, for example, who's black that's good at the job. You know what I mean? Is that you tell me that's hard to find? You know what I mean? Like, it's done. But she was just put there. We know why she's put there, man. YG, could you play the entire Spider-Man laughing meme, please? If not, that's cool. No, I might as well then. Go on then. Let me just scroll up. I really need to buy myself a proper soundboard so that I can just go out and touch them fingers.
You serious?
YG, sorry, you did play it. I'm a few minutes behind. I'm catching up now. Right, no worries. Big up to Natster. Men and women are different. Feminism will never change that. And we all need to accept this. YG, big up your damn self. Big up to you as well, man. But yeah, it's just these raging feminists need to just come to terms that there's things that they're good at, there's things that there's things that women are good at, there's things that men are good at, right? But this whole thing of I can compete with you now, this whole dick measuring contest that these feminists are doing it's not healthy. You know what I mean? It's not, because let them be taken up on their offer. It's peak. You know what I mean? You get a woman that can fight. She can throw two bit of arm, right? Two bit of leg, and now she's saying I'll call out the best boxer in the world. Fam, relax yourself. You know what I mean? Relax yourself. And some of these will be the same ones that won't want any transgenders in female sports. Some of them will be saying that. The rest of them will be saying, oh no, include them as well. But some of them will have a problem with that. You know what I mean? That should tell you everything you need to know. There's women with naturally more testosterone levels than other women, and they are brooking women up because they've got more testosterone in them. So you think you go in with an actual man? Come on now. Let's not be daft right now. Kate Winslet is an actress, but right. See, I was thinking there was a footballer called that as well. But yeah, I can't remember what she looks like though, that actress. But I thought there was a football player called that as well. YG, you're right about the Logan woman. She was really good in the past, and right now she still kills it. Aluko is embarrassing. She is. She could have just Aluko could have stuck to her lane, right, and not got out of line. But she decided, let me just step this bit further. You know what I mean? Kelly Cates. Right. That'll be for the 606 1 minute. YG, thank you. Ha ha ha. Big up to Ethan. Hi, sorry I haven't been on for a long time. Hang on, Ethan. I didn't know you were a Liverpool fan. I thought you were a Man U fan or something. I'm sure your last picture had a football player on, and I don't remember that being a Liverpool player. I mean, yeah, I could be wrong though. Big up to Wayne Hennessy. Salute to you, fam. In business, DEI is there for marketing. Behind the scenes, the different story. Yeah, I just don't like this whole. I'll include you because your skin color or because of your gender. Nothing about your ability. Nothing to do with that. I don't like that, man. Female tennis. Yeah, they once Serena Williams, she I wouldn't say fought. She played a male tennis player. I can't remember his name, and he was ranked like 20th or something, or wherever he was ranked. He wasn't no top player in the men's, and she got broke up, and she was top in the women's. You know what I mean? She got broke up. Yeah, no, I mean, normal, but I did say before spot. Right, yeah, that was a play that you had. Yeah. YouTube is mad, though. I was just about to quit. All of a sudden, I'm getting views and subs. Nah, don't quit, man. Keep going. Just keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, just keep going, man. Just keep going. Stick at it. Hope the live is going well. Michael Chelsea and God Says Football keep ranting about you. Well, if you see anything and it's said about me, if you send me the timestamp, then I'll check it out because it's a lot easier because obviously all they talk about is clown lakes and brown envelopes. You know what I mean? And it's a pain in the ass trying to dig in it because one of the GOAT Says Football, aka the GOAT Lies a lot. One of his streams of him apparently mudding me. I couldn't find anything of him talking about me because all it was colonized with was clown lakes and brown envelopes. You know what I mean? So, will you talk about Chelsea? I haven't been keeping up with what's going on with Chelsea. I mean, I saw, what's his name? The football. Hang on a minute. Let me get to it. I saw this guy, man like Terence. I saw him put something about Chelsea, and I don't really know what's going on. I don't really talk about other football clubs unless I don't know. It just depends. You know what I mean? It just depends. Oh no, I smell more cooking of YG soon. It depends. It depends. You know what I mean? But we'll have to see. I will, as you know, I love trying to stick up for you. Big up to yourself, man. In fact, let me give you a Don DeMarco, right? I'm struggling the way I'm using this mouse right now. That Michael Chelsea's live was so funny. I might have a whisk through it, but I doubt they'll be talking about me for that long for me to notice when they're talking about me. To be fair, YG, the GOAT lies a lot. I like that, Yeah, you lied a lot, man. The video reaction I did, I exposed that. You know what I mean, because he was saying stuff, and it's like, fam, like that wasn't what it was. But yeah. Anyways, before I end this live, end of the day, the women's game is the women's game, right? And I've got no problem with it existing, right? My beef is when these women are getting involved in the men's spaces and then they're trying to colonize it. Because ever since more women were getting involved in men's spaces, it started getting colonized. It started bringing emotions into it, started bringing all this shit. Now we can't say batsman, you can't say linesman. You probably can't even say linesman either, can you? They don't say linesman anymore, do they? Because there's no there's no man of the match. You know, he's player of the match now. You know what I mean? Chelsea, as in the debacle between Clear Lake and Boy. I'm not too familiar with it. I'm not really too familiar with it. I'm not gonna lie. Big up to you, Andy. Just tuned in. I've been live for just over an hour now, so I'm gonna be finishing soon. So catch it on the replay. It's basically me just complaining about Arsenal. The next 3 games will say everything, and then now I'm reacting to what's the name again? I can't remember the name now. Aluko, any Aluko, the women's football, saying that they're now on par with the men's Premier League players, basically. Yeah. YG, I saw you definitely exposed that person. Yeah, he needed exposing at this point when I was hearing what I was hearing. We'll have to watch from the beginning. Yeah, man. We got more like the retire. Good job, YG. Big up to Neo Fame. If I haven't said that right, I apologize. They now call it assistant ref. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. See? Prior to the women's football getting bigger, aka I now want to be in your spaces now, men. Prior to that, was there any of this bullshit? You can't say man at much now. There was none of that. YG, no, it's a system referee. Ha. Madness. TLDR, clearly want to make money. Like Red Bull and Brighton want a wage gap. Boy wants to splash the cash and buy players with no plan. Well, I mean, I know Clear Lake is what Chelsea fans are crying about, isn't it? Some of them. That's why they call him Clown Lake. But I'm not too familiar with him. That's why I'm doing content about what's going on with other people's owners and everything like that. But yeah, YG, this world is now officially a woke world. It's a shambles. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. And get the likes up. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Yeah, she just she's gone too far with this. No, YG, there wasn't. No, exactly, there wasn't. There was none of this prior to the women's to the feminists. I'm just gonna say feminists. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna tarnish all women with that. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna say feminists. Before feminists got involved, everything was all good. You could say man on a match, linesman. You know what I mean? You could say them things now. Oh no, you don't say that anymore. Watch, more shit will change. The more these feminists get involved, watch, more shit will change now. You know what I mean? More shit will change. So now it's a case of they're gonna add more female referees now, right? Which, if they can do the job, they can do the job. It's just that my thing is, don't throw them in there just because they're women at the same time. You know what I mean? It's that. Sadly, I think I lost my year 11 homework. Oh dear. Oh dear. Womp womp to all the channel that try expose YG. Well, you know, I'm just a regular guy, just you know, on here talking about football and reacting to other people's stuff. The Football Arsenal Terry came name channel should be called Man Like Terrence. Man like Terrence with those clickbaiting ass titles, man. Man like Terry Tell. You get me? Oh, but hell. Predicting the future, YG drops merch. I'm a black belt in karate. I might do. I do. So why they changed it all? Yeah, it's just madness. 10 Heisenberg. 10, you know this. You know what I mean? 10 Heisenberg so far is doing a grand job.
10 fucking Heisenberg, blood.
Facts YG, more will definitely change, bro. Yeah, for the worse, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna get to a point where it's like, oh, we can't do this, we can't say this, we can't this because we might upset this, and that's what it's gonna become now. And if you say anything, you'd be labeled as sexist. You know what I mean? I know, right? People call you brown envelope. Yep. I think women should focus on getting more ladies to watch women's football and leave the man football. Yeah, they should. You know what I mean? But they can't. They can't do it because not even they enjoy it that much. You know what I mean? You see, there's all these things in life, right, where women are crying to have their own space. You got ladies own these gyms, right? You know, and some of the women that go in there think that I can't go anywhere without a man watching me. You know, that the boogeyman type of shit, right? They'll do all that, but then when we have our own space, our own time, our own everything, what happens? You get feminists now, these same ones, wanting to get involved. Oh, I want a piece as well now. It's like, hang on a minute. You know what I mean? Nothing can be your own as a man. It can't. That photo, YG, yeah, that photo, I'm keeping that. You know what I mean? That clickbaiting ass titles and shit. I'm keeping that photo that's going to be one of many photos that's going to be used, for how I use my photos. That's just added to the collection because I just think that his facial expression's funny. You know what I mean? And it's cringe because, you know, it's Arsenal are scary, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Legal and just, yeah, I know. Well, I know he's not a fan of his clickbaiting and stuff, but I don't. It's not worth falling out over, but unless it's anything deeper, I don't know. That's Arsenal Terrace. Terry knows how to make money from gunners. He does. He does. Man, I've got nothing against Terry, by the way. You know what I mean? I watch this stuff sometimes. I just don't watch the ones that have the clickbaiting titles. You know how many done deals were done on Ivan Toney to Arsenal that never happened? Now he's in Saudi. You know what I mean? That's when I thought to myself, nah, I can't carry on watching what I'm watching. I'll watch when it comes to the match reactions and he's got the whole panel on and all that stuff. I'll do that. But all these Arsenal scary, all this stuff, I ain't watching that. Can I get? I'm just trying to understand me. Let me find it.
Just help me to understand.
Cause that's where I am these days. I'm just trying to understand. Wasn't Terry in football finance pre-YouTube? I have no idea. Women watch TV more. And then when they find out men are doing something and we're comfortable in our own space, they'll come here. The feminist ones will anyway, and try and colonize it with something. Ladies enjoy watching men's football more than their own. Judo, tennis, volleyball, skiing, swimming, etc. are more suited for women as sports than footy. And they still will watch that. You know what I mean? They still will watch that. I like rants only on shows where it's challenged and there's a debate. The thing is, I like rants. I've got nothing against him. It's just that my thing is, I'm an Arsenal fan. He's a Man U fan. He hates Arsenal, right? And it's like whenever Man U fail, he's like the United fan you want to be laughing at. You know what I mean? That's literally all it is. And obviously his contradictions and the delusions, you know, in Rashford and Mbappe, there's not a lot in it. The League Cup's the League Cup and the FA Cup's not a trophy unless it's won with a treble, not a major trophy unless it's won with a treble. You know, all that shit. You know what I mean? It's worth reacting to, but I don't have anything against him. I don't dislike him or anything. There's no YouTuber in this space that I dislike. You know what I mean? Because like they haven't done anything for me to dislike him. You know what I mean? A lot of people dislike Matt Goldbridge. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But I ain't got anything against him. You know what I mean? Samka thinking she will be top 10 in men's football. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know who that is, but did she really say that? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't want to mess around and end up doing bare content on these women footballers, man, because I'll definitely get cancelled. Pele 2, Ronaldo 3, Messi 4, Mbappe 5, Rivaldo R9 5, Rivaldo 6, Cafu 7, Maldini 8, Henry 9, Keane 10. Jesus Christ. So this Sam Kerr's put herself in the top 10. I'm gonna have to check this out. You know what I mean, if she's actually said that, I'm gonna have to check this out.
Just help me to understand.
That's ridiculous. If they fell out over thumbnail and title, then that was never a friendship. Yeah, facts. You can't be. You know what I mean? It's like I obviously did the video on Lee Gunner and 2-time Arsenal Legends TV, aka Henry Wright or Henri Wright. And yeah, that's. Well, it could be deeper. I don't know, but it's really. You know what I mean? Who else is next then? Who else is next on the list that man's going to fall out with? Because it doesn't seem like it takes much. Terry says he doesn't slag off Man City when he goes making up more lies about us. What a cringe guy. I know Big Steve wasn't happy with him. Big Steve didn't go on there anymore either because he didn't like what Terry was saying about Man City. I think it was about the Chargers or something like that. So yeah, it just seems like there's people that used to go on there and now they kind of have the F Terry attitude kind of thing. We're gonna YG collab in the future. I don't think that'll happen. You know what I mean? I think Lee might think I dislike him, but that's not the case. You know what I mean? That's not the case. We should be able to call out something that we see that needs talking about without having to get to the realm of I dislike the person. You know what I mean? Facts YG, I've stopped going to gyms now. Different gyms in 3 months. 6 different gyms in 3 months. Everybody sees a poser and a big tripod and camera just leaving me in the middle of my workouts. It's frustrating. Just find another gym. I know if you want to avoid all that, because I don't know which gyms you go to, but I wouldn't personally, for me, I wouldn't let that be a reason why I quit going to the gym, unless it's absolutely ridiculous to the point where, you know, if it's a gym where guys have been accused of staring at the women, even though the women are in there with their asses pretty much in your face and a tripod in your face. If it's that kind of gym where it's like it's unavoidable, then I'd be like, yeah, just change gym just to be on the safe side, because you could get accused. Because many times we all glance. Sometimes we look somewhere, we'll be scratching our head and we'll be just looking at nothing, but we might end up looking at somebody. You know what I mean? YG, haha, thank you. Started having problems with the squat rack being hugged. Leg day ruined. No, I have a problem with I have a camera set with my face, blocking pathways to go to the changing rooms and leave the weight lifting areas. To be honest, there's a lot of cringe in the gyms, even from men and women. You know what I mean? I can't look at a mirror in peace just to check if there's nothing on my face before I walk into the gym or whatever, without some guy posing with a hardcore. It's annoying. But yeah. Prime Rants content is Rants React, where he reacts to football highlights. That's the Rants I like. He's a likable when he's not biased. Yeah, I mean, some people have the hot spots. You know what I mean? Some people, they have a hot spot and then they're no longer that hot spot anymore because they've changed the way they do things. And I'd like to think that I wouldn't change up too much. I'd like to think that anyway. The only thing that I'd change up is that maybe my backgrounds and everything like that. But yeah. Anyways, I'll send the link. I'll be back. I'm assuming that's to the video of the Chelsea fan. Goldbridge was 10 again. No comments for 10 hours until now. Use a brown envelope. I think now he obviously after the win the FA Cup, it seems like nothing's changed. So I think that's now got to a point where it's like, nah, we can't keep doing this. I think that's where he's coming from now. Lee Gunner thinks City haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, and I know he's more on the side of City haven't done anything wrong. The only thing with City is I just think, because you bought Haaland for about what 50 million or something like that. Was it 50 million or 60 million? And I thought that was a bit of a suspect signing in terms of how much he paid, because obviously we know he's not English, so he's going to cost less anyway. But I don't know. I found that a bit strange. And then getting rid of Alvarez, a backup striker, for what 80 million, it just seemed to me like that selling of Alvarez, to me, it seemed like I need to cover up to make something all right. That's what it seemed like to me. You know what I mean? Build your gym at home, static. Depending on what you do in a gym, you could do it. Lee made contact with Egal after that viral fight years ago. Never say never. At least Lee and YG have something in common, which is Arteta out of the club. Yeah, that's the thing. I keep saying this. Me and Lee, we're on the same page. You know what I mean, we're on the same page. Like, there's nothing that he said that I disagree with. It's just that the only thing I've made content on about him was obviously the fallout with Henry Wright that I thought was a bit of a reach. My suspicions that he took down his live streams he did about West Ham winning the Europa Conference, because he was getting at Arsenal fans for quote unquote supporting Spurs to beat Man City. and the whole thing about live streaming is hard. That's it. But anything on football, I don't disagree with him on anything, because people think it's extreme that he thinks that if you don't win the league, you failed, even if you're Bournemouth. But he's right. Because why are you all in the Premier League for? You know what I mean? You should all, bare minimum, you should all be in there to win something. You know what I mean? For example, Ipswich, I don't know if they're still in the EFL Cup, but these men should be saying, I know we can't win the league then, so the League Cup is our next best thing then. That's what I think. I mean, that's personally what I think. Lee has a point. Plus, City won't be charged because it's politics. City to League One will make a certain Arab country. And yeah, the relegation won't happen. It won't happen. I said this all along. What happened? As much as it'd be funny, it won't happen. 100%. This is why I only think they'll get a points deduction, which will be basically a slap on the wrist, basically. You know what I mean? Because when you look at if 115 charges and all that stuff, when you saw Everton getting deducted 10 points, Forest getting deducted however many points, I think Sheffield United got it as well. So you think to yourself, if City are found guilty on some of those things, how many points are they going to get deducted? I personally think they're just going to get about a 20-point deduction, and say if it happens in this season, that'll be the only reason why they don't win the league. Otherwise, they'll just win it. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here because I've actually overstayed my welcome. I actually meant to end this live probably about 20 minutes ago, but yeah. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. I've got a link down below, which is all my links. When you click that link, it's going to show you links to all my social accounts. So anything, hold on. Let me just catch up with these. YG, gotta bounce, take care, okay. Take care of yourself, Static. And big up for being in here and supporting. Big up to yourself. Have you ever thought of investing in a studio with professional cameras, PC cell, LED lights, green screen, etc., or don't you want to take streaming that seriously? I just want to take it serious to the point of where I do enough. I'll say I'm going to invest in a better computer. I'm going to invest in better lighting. And I had a green screen before. I actually had one before, but I don't have it anymore. But I'm taking it slowly, type of thing. You know what I mean? But big up to you. Haaland was a release clause, bro. You can't be saying that. Come on now. Oh, I don't know them. But I just looked at that and I thought, other clubs might be paying so and so and so and so. 50 million release clause. So what's wrong with City? Don't do that, bro. That's Dortmund problem, not ours. Sold Alvarez because we've got 80 million for him. He wanted to leave. Yeah, I mean, I know obviously Pep, he can't please everybody. And obviously, I don't know if his plans was to have Alvarez play more deeper in midfield behind Haaland, because obviously he's not going to play over him. I don't know. But I'm not assuming. I'm not going to assume City are guilty of anything. But yeah, live streaming is hard. Extends to self-employment too. Yeah, it can do. I'm personally not interested in being full-time, but we'll see how this goes. And oh yeah, and as I was talking about live streaming, I'm going to try and live stream more often, because obviously it gets me in touch with you guys. Because obviously when I do my reactions, I do them pre-recorded, or I do them in the studio backstage, and then I set them to Premiere. It's just so that I can do the reaction and I don't have to be sort of distracted and making it longer. So that's why. But I plan on doing watch-alongs only for cup games. So the EFL Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. I plan on doing watch-alongs just for those, not Premier League. Just so that I'm in touch with you guys a lot more often. Obviously, the match previews and reactions, they're going to be live for the most part anyway. But yeah, that's how I plan to do it. We won't get points taken away from us if we haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, if you haven't done anything wrong. But I I have a feeling that you're going to get charged with something, personally. I have a feeling you will. And I just think it will just be points deduction. That's it. Yeah, you ain't going to get relegated. Ain't going to happen. I'll be shocked. Right? If Man City get relegated. Like, even if it's down to Championship, I'll be shocked. At the same time, I'll be like this. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I'd be if it happened. But it won't happen. Big up to you, your football leagues. Yeah, I'm about to end it now anyway. Big up YG. We'll catch streaming replay. Big up to yourself, Andy. Catch it on replay. I'm gonna end it soon anyway. We're at an hour and a half in nearly. Jesus Christ. Haaland and Mbappe had to move different because of the market. He's mad right now. Yeah, for a camera, a refurbished iPhone. The thing is, I've literally traded, because basically originally everything I had was Samsung, and then I traded everything to have everything Apple. Then I realized how unreliable it is when it comes to doing what I do in terms of editing videos and everything like that. There was a massive inconvenience, because literally for example, right, how I'm using StreamYard right now through my tablet, I couldn't do this through an iPad in terms of have a background and present a video to react to. Some of my reactions that I did previously, I actually did them late because I was away with work and I didn't have my MacBook with me, and I couldn't do it on my iPad the way I could with this tablet. So I've gone back to Samsung. But yeah, everything will fall into place. Alves in midfielder, bro. See, already tried that. Yeah, no, he didn't want to play there because that's not who he is. You know what I mean? I can understand it. It's just that from a City's point of view, you know, winning everything, I would have thought they would have tried to hold on. They would have done everything, but I suppose Pep didn't need to do everything to try and keep the player. You know what I mean? I suppose you don't really need to. Big up, bro. Love the content. Big up to yourself, Kurt. Only will get a big for not cooperating. Big up yourself, man. But yeah, I'm about to end this live stream. Finn for not cop rating. That's what I only think what will happen to say. It's just the points deduction. That's person all I think anyway. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, guys.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me, come and have a pop. Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.